Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. This is obviously one of those videos that's very important, and I will begin with addressing the elephant in the room, which isn't the MT, the amount I have. It's the obvious, which is literally that I play the game too much, right? That is clearly one of the main reasons I have so much MT. But what that means is I learned a lot of great ways to help make you some MT. I don't know where I should begin with this. I need to start writing down a script moving forward, but I definitely have some gems in this video. Plus, I plan to make some other gems moving forward that will help you guys a ton to make money moving forward. All I ask from you guys is to smash the like button, subscribe. It's very simple, easy stuff. That's all I ask from you guys. Now, first things first, try your best to limit what you're actually buying, right? That is the first step. Personally, I have not bought a single card in this game that costs a lot besides one. If you take a look at all my cards, they all have the unauctionable stickers. Yes, I do have that luxury because I've been playing a lot, grinding a lot, but there are a lot of great cards in general that don't cost too much money. Once you start buying the big boys, you start possibly losing out on MT. Now, there's cards such as Miles Turner, who I just picked up. I literally just bought this card last night. I want him for King of the Court as well as Showdown. I literally just bought him, so I haven't even played with him yet. But realistically, that is fine because when I sell him back, I'll probably make a majority of my money back. Now, the problem with buying cards that I'm talking about isn't that. It's the locking in for certain cards. That is something you should avoid. Like, if you want DeMarcus Cousins, go ahead, no worries, no problem. But once you lock them in for a 92 wild gem, that's where it becomes issues, right? It's no problem if you go buy your Wiggins or your Camby. You'll be able to sell them back eventually if you don't want them anymore. But the locking in makes them unavailable to sell back. That is a problem that people are okay with, right? It's okay that I go ahead and lock in this set. But even because I'll be like, oh, Trae Young's not that expensive, even though there's none up right now. You don't know how much these cards actually go for. Is it worth to lock in all that MT for a Danny Granger, a Serge Ibaka, basically Mutombo, all that? Now, those all rely on how much you play, how much MT you have, how much you make. The one thing I always told myself when it comes to my team is I'm not going to spend more than this amount of money. You just have to have a cap. Like, for example, I really want Ja Morant. I have to be like, this has to be the base for everything, no matter what. Have yourself a base point where you're like, I'm not spending more than 50% of my MT. I'm not spending more than 30% of my MT. That's a good way to look at it. So basically, if I can't buy 2 Ja Morants, if I can't buy 3 Ja Morants, then I'm not buying him to begin with, because I need to have majority of my money still with me. Because of the way the market works, I need to have control of the money flow that applies to my account. Now, that's just basics off rip. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about how to actually make the money, what modes to be playing and all that. So we'll start with the auction house, because there's things you guys should be selling that can make you guys some decent MT. So we'll start with all these random stuff that they drop prices for, which really sucks, right? They dropped the prices on a lot of this stuff where you used to be able to quick sell for 250 or whatnot. Now you're lucky if they sell for 250. Otherwise, you're getting even less. But sometimes something will go for more. Like right here, the Target Center sold for 800 for me. Sometimes I get lucky with some of the jerseys, but not all the time. You'll notice here, I have some coaches that sold for well. Coaches sell pretty well. Make sure you guys have coaches, double check. Sometimes you'll have one that's expensive. Me personally, I told you guys the only coaches I'll be using this year for right now, maybe later on I change that, are gonna be the free ones you get from Rep. I'm literally using the Shea, the Carmelo, the Angel Reese. It doesn't matter, but that way I can keep my money for me and not lock in coaches. There's other things like this coach sold for 9K, and then the big thing obviously are badges, right? I was so happy that we found out that we can get badges for free with coach points. Now, obviously, we knew that was a thing, but the fact that we can do it non-stop and just have to upgrade our coaching staff as well as our coach points towards certain badges. I will make an updated video once I hit, I think, Ami tier, so I can have my 3rd coach and show you guys everything that I'm doing personally. But you guys can see I made a lot of good money on badges, and I definitely could have made some more. That's definitely seeming like the thing you should be taking from a breakout right now, as opposed to the thing that they took out. At first, it was definitely taking the sellable packs, but they removed that, so it made it a lot harder to be able to redeem and just you know, make MT off of that. So that's one thing you need to consider. Look at your badge packs. I actually sold a Magic logo for 3.5k. So one thing you guys can do is like slowly go into your franchise, for example, and just double check prices of things. Maybe not everything, but you never know, like some things go for a lot. Like right now I can go ahead and check, find an auction house. I like the system. I see the cheapest one is 1k. I can get 950 for this. I don't need this, you know what I mean? People lock this stuff in for the logos, that for the perfect release when you green, and I think that's cool. Some people also like to just have everything in the game, so take advantage of those people, right? Go ahead and check auctions, see how much they're selling for. If I could get 500 for this, maybe I'll throw it up. Always have auctions flowing so you can have MT coming in all day, every day. I think that's important. 2K, if you're watching this video, please, please, please start making it that when I post something up, it doesn't bring me all the way to the start. I want to stay where I was. So please fix that. Now, another thing that normally sells really, really well is takeovers. There's some really expensive takeovers we know about, such as Chef, for example. Right now, takeovers are pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap right now. So I personally would not go ahead and sell a lot of these for the prices they're going for. Like they're 3k, 4k. I think you could get double the price if you wait it out a little bit. The problem right now with some of these, like this is a really good one, 3-point architect, right? But it's going for a lot cheaper than it normally would. And the main reason for that, the main reason is because of the rep grind. So rep actually hooks you up. It hooks you up really well. I don't know why I missed it right there. It hooks you up with a bunch of takeovers as you go throughout. Like you'll get every takeover in one of these tiers. I don't remember which one exactly, right here. So a lot of people got them from there. So now they're selling them. You get them from this or that, whatever. So there's ways to get it. Right now, once I rep up, I'm hitting Ruby 3, which gives me every single badge in bronze, silver, and gold. And that is when I will be making you guys a spreadsheet that I will be sharing, that hopefully we can upgrade or update every week, every two, however we can. And it'll basically tell you guys prices, like the cheapest price each badge is going for, so I can make life easier for you guys. That's something I plan to do. If anyone wants to help me with that, feel free to DM me on Twitter. I already kind of got the blueprint and all that set up. I'm trying to see if that's the best way to go about it. I'm open to suggestions and all that as well. I'm just waiting till I get the last 50% and get every badge because I don't have them currently, and I'm not going to search any other way. But that's hopefully can help you guys make some good MT too. I think all badges should be sold to a certain extent. Obviously, badge out your players if that's what you're doing, that's what you want. Obviously, it's a big help in 2K, especially early game. It'll help you out a ton when your guys are badged out as opposed to others. So personally, I'm kind of selling almost everything. I'm trying my best to try to unlock golds for my coaching staff right now, which I don't have. So bronzes and silvers are definitely things I'm throwing up. Golds I'm holding on to somewhat to see if I need them, for example, or maybe sometimes I'm not gonna badge out all my players, but there's definitely guys like Sigma that I believe is gonna be here for a really long time. I love Wiggins so much that I could see me badging him. Same with Turner. There's guys that I want to badge, but majority will not get badged throughout. Now modes, I know breakout seems nerfed. People are saying it's definitely nerfed, all this, you're not getting good MT. But even then, you'll still make in an hour about 20k easily, even if you're not seeing any MT values, but 2k, 4k, all that stuff. Like I'm gonna go ahead and take this probably. This is a 3 badges, a bronze, silver, gold. Maybe I get lucky with any of them. If I don't, it's okay. I've been taking the gold badge option pack. You only get to pick one, but if I know the prices of what's expensive, that's like a guaranteed 5k, 6k, whatever it is. Same with the bronzes, silvers. Just know what badges are going for, and breakout can still be a money maker. You can still make good MT even if you're not finding the 10k, the 7.5. I think earlier we were pretty much guaranteed to make 30,000 MT, and that's where I made a bulk of my money, but it's not guaranteed. I think another great amazing place is domination. No one talks about it to that extent, but let's do this quick math in our head, okay? So just off the 6 divisions, you're getting a guaranteed 10k MT per division, which is 60k MT, plus at 33 stars you're guaranteed 15k, so that's 75 off rip. Now there is 33 games. There is a max MT, which is 2,500. So if we do 2,500 times the 33, I messed up I put 25,000. I wish that was the case. You'll get 82,500. All right, so that's 82,500 7,500 just from playing the games, not counting that at the end you're going to be getting a pick 2 badge thing, bronze, silver, golds from all 3 of these teams, hoping to get lucky. Also, the original ones, you're getting a badge as well as a shoe. Those basketballs can be sold. Some of them have value as well. Those are other little aspects you can look at and consider. So we got the 82,000 plus the 75,000 we talked about. So now we're talking about 158 just strictly off playing these modes. Not to mention that every single one of these has an extra added bonus of 1,500 MT if you do the crest, which I definitely believe you guys should be doing anyway. So if we're doing the math now, we got 1,500 times 30. All right, that's 45k, and then the last 3 games I believe are all 2k a piece, so that's 6 more. Oh, it's 3k. Wait, maybe that's only 3k. Yeah, the other 2 are 2, so that's 4 plus 7. That's 7. I don't know why I said plus. So that's 52,000, and then you got the 157. Now you're talking about a good whopping, you're over 200k easily, no questions asked, just from playing. And then everything else you get along the way you can sell. You can easily make 300k if that's like on the lower end. If you get lucky with some of these badges, you're probably making more. If you get lucky with some of the takeovers, you're probably making more. So that's just one of those modes that I know it's boring, it sucks, it's all that. What I do is I play 2 games every day and I was still able to get it done. 2 games is less than an hour nowadays. All you have to do is use one of those double rep tokens that are not even tokens, but when you open a pack in the park, and you're good and golden to go. There's WNBA, which is making me not as much, but it'll still make me some money. These are 5Ks each, the bottom ones, and then these are 15, so they add up, and then the total you're getting 15k here. So I'm not going to break it down, but you guys can understand it's 1,500 per thing. So it's actually going to be roughly around the same exactly, because these are 15 and these are 5, so it averages out to 10 each. I don't know why they just did it like that. I guess it's because they're the same teams, you're playing them twice, so it makes sense. But it's literally the same amount of MT you'll make as if you played regular Dom, so that's a lot of money just from playing domination. Now all the other modes, you're not gonna make like crazy money besides Triple Threat Park. Triple Threat Park is the only other mode that will really cash you out. I was playing this pretty much daily just for a little bit, knowing that this mode was gonna hook me up. The reason being is the win streaks. If you're able to go on a win streak, you make money. And even if you're not good enough or great enough to go on crazy win streaks, the Streak Buster one is amazing. Just if you beat someone on a streak, you make such good money. You could easily every single day knock these out and make yourself like 40, 50k from the park in very short amount of time. Like not even that crazy. Those are like with the Sunday streaks, I would say, if you're beating like the Streak Busters. Regular days you'll probably make a little bit less, but that's how I was making a lot of my money just every day. I haven't played Park the past 2-3 days, but that's just because I pulled Wiggins, which was my goal. That's exactly what I wanted. But me pulling Wiggins actually saved me money if you think about it. I was gonna buy him anyway, and now me getting an unauctionable one saved me a whole ton of money. Same thing with like being able to get Cousins for free and all these little other aspects to my game. Shout out to whoever just subscribed, Mr. Richard Lewis. We appreciate you. I hope this video was helpful. King of the Court won't make you good money at the end of it. Nothing else. Like Showdown, you're not gonna make good money unless you're in the top tiers. The regular tiers, you need to get like really lucky. Like right now I think I'm in tier 7. Yes, the weekly reward can be good, and if I take the unsellable, maybe I get lucky with what I'm selling, but you need to be higher up, I think, for it to really kick in and for you to really capitalize on it at the end of the day. Even like the MT for the tiers aren't that good. I wouldn't take those. I would either, if you want MT, like I would take my luck with the unsellables personally. Maybe, I don't know, actually it might be tough. It might be tough what you decide. But there's definitely MT to be made, but you need to be on the higher spectrum. Like you can't just be starting and expect to make MT when you first start off. The rewards in this mode are gonna be worse than they are good, especially for the time and effort you put into it. Same with team up. Team up's cool. I think it's one of the better rewarding things, but you're not gonna make a lot of MT there. So if you're really looking to make MT, just focus on the things that really do that. I think exhibitions are so easy. They literally take you less than a minute every day. Hopefully they start getting better as we do them more and more. So I know you're not going to get a good amount of MT doing these. 250 is probably what you're seeing, but you do get badges, you do get takeovers, you do get game changers. Now game changers are the last thing I will talk about. I saved the best for last because I did talk about game changers in the past. I don't know why I said best, but because realistically we are already using or playing the modes that we're playing, so you might as well use the game changers that add double MT for a Dom game. So instead of me getting 2,500, I'll be getting 5,000, and I have 18 of these. The fact that I haven't started using them, that's on me. I need to use these. I gotta utilize them. So I'm gonna start using them in WNBA Dom. You have it for salary cap, you have it for breakout, you have it for everything. So make sure you use your game changers. They're definitely great. If you don't know how to use game changers or some of the other game changers in the game, I made a video on it that I will link down below for you guys to check out. But I think I touched up on everything for the most part. There are some playbooks that go for a good amount of money if you check. Like obviously the older ones, like you know which team always goes for a lot. The Heat 13, we can double check it. I know it was going for a lot earlier. I didn't know it was going for this much still. So put you guys on. So let me go ahead and send that to my auctions and hope I can make some money. I don't know all the ones that go for money. I know that one always every year is one of the more expensive ones always, and it'll stay that way. Even 4.5k is not like, I feel like I could get more, but I'm perfectly fine with it. Just taking that money off a playbook that I'll probably pull 10-15 times over. You know what I mean? Most playbooks don't go for that much. So always check your collection if there's stuff you're not using. There's so much you can literally sell and make money off of in here that you probably don't recognize. Like I haven't checked injury cards, but there is a place for them. Like some people will buy injury cards. I know we mostly quick sell them, but there's people that don't realize that if you just wait the games or play with another, not all of them will sell for a lot. Obviously it's all like questions. Like I'm sure most of them actually don't, but you never know. Like it just depends on timing, place. Shoes, you got diamond shoes. Always pay attention to what player came out. For example, whenever like Ja Morant drops, his Nike Jaws usually go up. For example, then you have the Kawhi's New Balances, Jason Tatum's. Obviously the diamonds, I'm not looking at the other stuff, but when a Converse athlete drops, that's when you should be looking to sell your shoe for that. You can still make money off them, not as much as before obviously, but I'm just saying there's many ways. The most expensive things in the game right now are obviously like wild gems, like the pink diamonds, and then the lower ones that are wanted for the exchange, those are going for a crazy price. But I didn't talk about them because realistically most of us have nothing to do with that stuff. Like that's like for the top of the top, the best of the best. But with all that said, I hope my video was pretty helpful. If you guys want, I can definitely make another one that might be able to, like in the future, if we learn more things and little things of that nature. So all you guys need to do is make sure you're subbed so you don't miss out on that badge video that I plan to make. And I'm gonna continue making money. If I didn't buy Miles Turner, I'd have way over 2 mil right now. I got him for actually a really good price. I'll show that to you guys right now. He was going for over 300 for like pretty much all the time, but I was out at like 4 a.m. whatever it was, so I put up a bid on him and I was able to get him for a lot less, which was really cool. So that's another thing to help you guys out, what time you're buying, what time you're selling. And I got him for 232, which you really can't beat. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Share it with anyone else it may help if they ask, making MT methods, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all soon. It's been your boy Mos. Y'all know the drill, and ballin' out.